Hi guys, welcome to Making Mindfulness Fun. So I am so excited today because we are going to share with you signs and symptoms of a blocked third eye. Now, not all ajnas are created equal, and I personally love the third eye, the ajna. But I know because I try to help people with discovering their purpose. That's why we are Nomads with a Purpose, in addition to Making Mindfulness Fun, because the third eye is all about knowing your purpose and listening to it.
So if this is your first time to our channel, I'm Gabby.
I'm Isabel. I'm Robin.
Here at Making Mindfulness Fun, we help you on your journey to higher consciousness so you can experience more joy, love, and emotional liberation.
Before we get into the video though, please make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and turn on those post notifications because we put out a video every single day and we don't want you to miss a single one.
In the last few videos, we shared with you that we have a great workbook, a chakra healing book, workbook that goes through each and every single one of these chakra points, and it talks about how it became blocked, what you're going to feel when it's unblocked, when you heal it, and lots of great activities. We also have a power, passion, and productivity course that has all of those things too, plus yoga and recipes and journaling. There's so much in it. It's really fun, exciting to do. But let's talk about the ajna, signs and symptoms of the third eye blockage. So the big physical one is that when you have third eye blockages, you're going to find that you have hormone issues because a blocked pituitary gland is going to affect, or a blocked third eye is going to affect how your pituitary gland functions. So really noticing if you're struggling with thyroid issues, even sometimes just adrenal exhaustion issues can be part of a pituitary issue, because unfortunately with the human body, or fortunately, everything is connected.
Yeah, and another thing, remember with each chakra is that the chakras control physical and mental aspects and emotional. So a sign and symptom of a blocked third eye could show up physically or mentally. So a mental aspect that could show up, and I think this is big, especially for more Myers-Briggs prospector types, is that you will have a lot of indecisiveness. Now, for a while, I had a blocked third eye in this way, and I remember once we were sitting in this hot tub and Gabby was asking, like, well, where do you see yourself going? I'm like, I don't know. I don't just know these things. So that was a little bit of a blocked third eye. Now I've worked on it more, and having an unblocked third eye means that you'll be able to decide what you want in life. You'll be able to see where you're going, and you'll have a bit of foresight to be able to see these things.
Now, the physical manifestation of this, the physical symptom of a blocked third eye chakra, can show up in a few different ways, and they all are in the general area of around your third eye. So you can have headaches, you can have blurry vision, you can have brain fog, or you can even have sinus pain. All of those are different manifestations of a blocked third eye, and that can, from the more scientific, rational perspective, it's because of those hormone imbalances that you talked about, but either way, they go hand in hand. So when we have a blocked third eye, it can often cause those hormone imbalances, which then cause these physical manifestations. And either way, it comes back to knowing that brain fog can often come from not having clarity and not knowing what you're seeking in the future. You know, we talk about in the book Happier, which we discussed in another video, how you have to have this balance of future happiness and present happiness. And a lot of times what happens when our third eye becomes blocked and we have that sense of brain fog is because we're either overusing our future happiness or we don't have our future happiness at all. People who have headaches, it's because they're so focused on future happiness, future happiness, future happiness that they forget about present happiness, and vice versa. People with brain fog tend to have less future happiness. They don't know what direction they're heading, and maybe sometimes they have present happiness, or they might not even have present happiness at all.
So one of the things you can do to help open the third eye is really think about what you're putting in your body. Now, one of the most obvious ones, and you can Google this you can DuckDuckGo this to verify, but anything that's going to block the pineal gland, including one of the most common one is fluoride. So changing how your toothpaste is, where you're getting your water source, something simple like that. Also, just cleaning up your diet in general will help your pituitary gland, making sure you're eating whole foods, nothing processed, limiting your alcohol, or actually even better if it's blocked, cutting all alcohol.
Caffeine as well.
Caffeine too, that's right. I didn't go there at first because you cannot take away my cup of coffee yet.
Yeah, if you have an underactive one too, maybe you need a little more caffeine. If you have signs and symptoms of a blocked third eye, another thing you can recommend I would recommend to open it on the more mental end that's the fun practice, because that's what I'm here for to tell you, is practice dream day journaling. And this seems very simple, but I want you to plan and practice journaling out what your dream day looks like on the realistic level. What are you shooting for? Because by doing this, it'll help you open your third eye to really realize what it is you want out of life and where you want to be heading. And it can also be really fun.
Yeah, and building off of the one you said about like food and lifestyle, one of my favorite ways to open your third eye is to eat chaga or drink chaga. And chaga can be found in my favorite coffee alternative ever, which is called mud water. And you can find a link to that in the description below. I love coffee, but I've actually managed to cut my coffee for 2 weeks by switching to mud water, which says a lot for me because really I love coffee. But chaga is a great way to activate your pituitary gland and balance your hormones in other ways that help you open your third eye. And another quick one I want to mention is to do light visualizations. And by light visualizations, I mean 2 things. One is to literally visualize this light beam within you, connecting you to the Earth star and connecting you to your soul star. And then you visualize this light connecting all of your chakras, and that light gives you this ability to visualize, because visualization as a whole helps you open your third eye. But then the other one, the more tangible way you could do that, if that sounds too out there, like I'm just going to visualize light running through me, what is that? You literally sit in the sun and practice visualizing your dream day. But with the presence of the sun, it literally feels like your third eye is opening, because the sun stimulates other hormones that promote balance in our third eye.
Yeah, and we totally skipped that simple one. Getting actual natural sun, not a vitamin D supplement. Actual sunlight is so important for your pituitary gland and for all your hormone functions and for really happiness itself. So please get out in the sun. I know you've been scared that you're going to die of skin cancer, but you start with 5 minutes at a time, 10 minutes time, build up. We won't even go into where we stand with sunscreen and things like that, but try to get in the sun and get natural sunlight. There's a reason they wanted us locked indoors last year.
Yeah. And do you mind if I mention one more thing that it could be a symptom of blocked heart chakra? So another thing I noticed we didn't mention, but that can also be a sign and symptom of a blocked third eye, is if you have trouble with insomnia, or even oversleeping, because the third eye does with our mind, and so we can either have it overstimulated or understimulated. We can have problems with our sleeping patterns. Maybe we can't sleep enough or we oversleep. That might be a sign and symptom of a blocked third eye. And to heal this, get yourself a sleep schedule. So try for a week to stick to a sleep schedule of like, maybe you go to sleep at 9, wake up at 6. Maybe getting up early will help your third eye a lot. So that's another thing we recommend. And the final thing to heal your third eye, if you see symptoms of a blocked third eye, is to get our course, Power, Passion, and Productivity. We take you through a whole week of fun ways to open each of the chakras, one day dedicated to each chakras to open them. We include yoga flows, meditations, recipes, you name it, and they're super fun. Not to mention that the third eye recipe is delicious, but you're gonna have to check out the course to see it. So leave a comment below if you enjoyed this video. Do you have anything else you guys want to add before we go?
I think the third eye houses so much happiness. If you can tap into your third eye, like I said, I think that's the reason they kept us indoors for a long time, because they know sunlight will keep that third eye open, and it really houses our intuition, our wisdom, and our higher consciousness, and it's definitely the starting point to a happier, healthier life.